Hello everyone, a message here from Rebirth Energy, who are raising funds to purchase a minivan for the 120th Brigade in Bakhmut. These will be used for transport duties. Rebirth Energy is a charitable foundation who have raised a lot of money for Ukraine. Any support will be greatly appreciated. So I'm sure most of you have seen the claims online and the news that Russia has managed to hit a quote, Patriot. These claims come in of course from Russian sources who are unreliable at best. But this video here does show a large number of SAM launchers in Kyiv from last night. Now, I believe we're seeing two different systems in action here, as some of the rocket launchers do look different. The slightly slower, larger missiles at the start do look like they could be Patriot launchers. Then, partway through the video, we see multiple smaller missiles firing too, which do look different than the Patriot ones which we saw. I'm not sure what these ones could be, and I would appreciate any input in the comments. But I guess it's possible that Patriot has been integrated with a different, shorter range SAM system for point defense. Over 30 missile launchers of all types are seen. A Patriot battery consists of 8 launchers, each with 4 rockets. So a Patriot battery can fire 32 missiles. Now, the interesting bit comes at the end. There is a flash from the ground as something is hit. This occurred 6 minutes after the SAM launchers. So it does seem that Russia staggered its missile launchers, soaking up the SAM defences, with a final launch taking place after the first volley, which got through. But the big question, is it a Patriot? First of all, we see nothing except for a big flash. It could be anything. It could have hit its target, it could have landed on a random building. It's inconclusive. But it did land in around the same area. If this is a Patriot battery, then it would of course be a big loss. Ukraine has at the moment 2 Patriot batteries in service, sent by the United States. Germany has said it's going to deliver one system to Ukraine, and the Netherlands has said it's going to donate 2 Patriot launchers plus some missiles. So the number of systems in service is low, 2 at the moment, soon to be 3, plus 2 individual launchers which may be integrated onto one of the existing batteries or kept as possible replacements in case one gets destroyed or broke down and that sort of thing. So Ukraine desperately needs more Patriot systems or similar sound systems to be sent. Now, some screenshots. Here we can see 2 simultaneous launchers. These ones look different to me. Now it could be because of distance, one launcher is further back from the others, but to me these look like 2 different missiles. The one's labelled number 2, likely being Patriot. This screenshot here shows 3 different launch points, 2 of which are possibly groups of Patriot, a third which I think is a different system. Here's a screenshot of the impact of the ground. Again, this occurred 6 minutes after the multiple SAM launches that we saw. Here, I've pieced them together. Now, as you can see, the impact occurred basically in this gap between the 2 buildings. There were launchers seen here, but, and this is important, to me, it looked to be one of those which fired the smaller missiles, a different missile than the Patriot. Here's a screenshot of the launchers at the end. Now some of the smoke has drifted, so it isn't conclusive. In the video we saw launchers coming from 3 spots, the impact on the ground occurring in Block 2. Most of the Patriot type launchers came from Block 3. The smoke has since drifted to the right behind the large building, giving the impression here that missiles were launched from there, but that wasn't a launch position. From Block 2, we only saw a handful of launchers, most launchers coming a bit further to the right, the site obscured by the buildings. We saw some flashes from the region of Block 2, but I believe these may have been flashes emanating from the launchers positioned further right behind the buildings. But I'm inclined to think it wasn't Patriot here. The missile we saw launching from here, going straight up, did look smaller and did look different than the Patriot launchers. I think this was possibly a smaller range SAM intended for point defense of a SAM battery. Now let's say this was a Patriot here. Let's address the claims that this was a battery. That is false and said by people who don't know what a battery is. A Patriot battery consists of 8 launchers and then other equipment. These are a radar array, engagement control station, which calculates the trajectories of incoming threats and controls the launch, a power plant, and an antenna mast, which is a communications hub. So a Patriot battery is large. These launchers can be dispersed around 10 kilometers from the radar. So no, This single missile would not have destroyed a Patriot battery, as the Patriot consists of many different parts all spread over a wide area. Something was hit, and it is possible this missile did hit a Patriot launcher, an empty one as the missiles had been launched. But it wasn't a battery, it was, if this was Patriot, one launcher. This was certainly a large-scale and prolonged assault on Kyiv. Ukraine reports 6 Kinzhals, 9 calibers, and 3 unknown ballistic missiles downed, as well as a number of drones. This strike seems to be deliberately targeting Ukraine's SAM defences here. As for whether this is Patriot, we are going to have to wait for confirmation. Something was hit, no doubt, there is a flash on the ground, but whether it was a Patriot launcher or another SAM system, or if it completely missed, we don't know. It did hit in the area of where SAM launchers came from, but the SAM launchers here were ones which I don't think were Patriot, I think came from a smaller system. But who knows, we'll have to wait for confirmation. Anyway, I hope you found this video interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, and take care everybody.